Sonic's Green Hills Adventures Season 4 Chapter 6 Danger on the Horizon. Sonic's point of view.
My jaw dropped at what I just heard the gun soldier say. I could practically hear a pin drop. Oh no, we have to get back now, I finally said as I remember that Eggman doesn't know about Annika Silver and possibly my relationship with Marina.
You're right. Let's go. Chaos Control.
Shadow said right before taking us back to Green Hills. Guys, we have a huge problem. They got away through a portal right before we got there, I said frantically as soon as we arrived.
Oh no, now there's no telling what they want.
Sally said out of devastation. Oh, don't be so sure about that, Sally. Check out what this little golden ring can do, I said as I pulled out a ring with a reassuring smile. Then I'd throw it as I was thinking about Eggman. Thankfully it worked, and we saw him with a sack-like man. Wait, that doesn't look like Earth nor Mobius. Sally, you don't think? I said as I couldn't bring myself to finish that statement.
Yep, they're in Halloween Town.
So, Oogie is a burlap sack fan?
Actually, he's a burlap sack man filled with bugs. In fact, he was supposed to be dead after the Seven Holidays King incident. We still don't know how he came back.
Ew, total nightmare fuel. Well, I'm afraid we can't get there this way. We already tried by hoping to get Midnight home. I don't know how Oogie did it, but he did something to my portal rings. Now we can only look through them and to find people. In fact, that's how we found you.
It was my Chaos Control as well as the factor of you being on Earth that allowed us to get you back to Midnight.
Well, let's have lunch.
Marina suggested as we saw it was time for lunch.
Oh, and before you ask, we can eat anything you guys can, so don't worry about it.
Midnight said quickly as we headed to the dining room.
Meanwhile, in Halloween Town, Jack was standing on Spiral Hill, lost in thought.
Oh, I know you girls are in safe hands, but I can't help but still be on edge. I miss you.
Jack said to the air, hoping somehow Sally and Midnight could hear him. Suddenly, he heard screaming coming from town and ran as fast as he could to see what's going on. Jack's point of view.
When I got there, I saw Oogie and his army was terrorizing the town. However, I also saw a human madman with an army of his own standing next to Oogie. I got into my battle mode and took out my soul robber. Oogie, what is the meaning of this, and who is he? I demanded as I started to destroy the army.
I'm Dr. Ivo Robotnik, the smartest human scientist alive. I always believed that machines are far superior to humans.
I realized I was severely outnumbered, so I changed to my Pumpkin King form. You fools think you can threaten my town and my friends? I screamed in a demonic voice to intimidate them and show them I was not messing around. Then I released a massive fire blast that destroyed the armies instantly.
Dr. Robotnik's point of view.
When Jack was distracted with destroying the armies, I saved several drones as I snuck behind him. Then I commanded one of my babies to hit Jack in the skull as hard as it could. My plan was successful, for he went out cold immediately. Not so invincible now, huh, Jack? I said in victory.
Excellent work, Dr. Robotnik. Now please help me take him to his long-awaited cell.
Then together we carried him to a creepy cell block and put him in the cell that had a jack-o'-lantern carved above it.
Thank you, Dr. Robotnik. I couldn't have done it without your help.
Now may I return to Earth? You did promise me I would get my revenge too.
But of course, I'll be joining you soon. I have some business to do here first.
Oogie replied as he opened a portal, so I nodded and ran through it. When I was on the other side, I couldn't believe it. My beloved portable lab fan was in front of me. I quickly ran in to see everything was intact, including gas. So I set my GPS to Green Hills. Watch out, Hedgehog. It's time for you to pay along with anyone you care about, I said excitedly. I couldn't wait for those 3 days of travel to be over.
Meanwhile, in Green Hills, everyone had just finished lunch.
So guess what, Midnight and Sally? There is more to tell you about us.
Sonic said as they left the dining room.
Oh, and what's that?
Follow us to the backyard and we'll show you.
Silver replied enthusiastically as they gestured for Sally and Midnight to follow them. Then they walked over to the pool.
So you ready to have your minds flown?
You bet we are, right, Muff?
I I am curious to say the least.
Then Sonic, Shadow, Silver, and Marina jumped into the pool. Then they resurfaced with their tails.
Whoa, this is amazing. How did this happen?
Midnight asked excitedly as they swam to the edge of the pool.
Well, to make a long story short, during our recently finished summer vacation at the Australian coast, we went to a special island known as Mako Island on a full moon night, and went into this place we call the Moon Pool, which is in the center of a dormant volcano. So when the full moon passed over the cone of the volcano, that was the moment we got our powers.
Shadow replied as they sat on the pool steps.
Wow, so cool.
Yeah, in fact, that was the night I met them.
But that's not all when it comes to these powers. Look at what else we can do.
Sonic said excitedly as he nodded knowingly towards Marina. Then Marina used her power to make a ball of water and made several shapes to demonstrate it further.
Wow, so pretty.
Then Shadow froze it. Then Sonic thawed it out, and Marina let the water fall back into the pool.
Whoa, that's so cool.
Thanks, but we'll need to go inside to show you my power.
Silver said as they pulled themselves out of the water. Then Sonic Stream dried their tails off.
Wow, that's convenient.
Sally said as they stood up.
Yep, and I think it's fitting since going fast is my life in a nutshell.
Then Silver used his psychokinesis to prep a glass of water.
Okay, now observe my power.
Silver said and proceeded to turn the water in the cup into jelly.
Whoa, that's so fascinating.
I know, right? There are more like us. In fact, they taught us the ropes. They live in Australia, though.
Shadow added as they sat down on the couch. Sonic's point of view.
Then I heard my phone ring and saw it was Donut Dad. Hey Donut Dad, what's up? I asked as I answered my phone.
Hey Sonic, it's getting late, so you guys need to come home.
Sure thing, Dad. However, we found Midnight's mom, Sally. So where are they going to stay?
Well, if Uncle and Shadow share their rooms, they can stay with us. I would say at Rachel and Jojo's place, but you know how Rachel can be, and I don't want to bother her with this, if you know what I mean.
Great, we'll see you when we get home. And I do know what you mean, I said right before hanging up.
So what was that about, Sonic?
Donut Dad wants us to come home. After all, it's our first school night of the year. Also, he said you two can stay with us while you're stuck here, I said reassuringly as I gestured to Sally and Midnight.
Really? Oh, thank you. You guys rule.
Midnight said excitedly and hugged the three of us. No problem, ladies. Well, Shadow, care to do the honors in a moment? I asked playfully.
Sure thing, little bro.
Then I ran over to Marina. Well, see you tomorrow at school, my love.
Yep, see you there, Sonic.
Then I stood next to Shadow. All right, let's go, I said happily.
Chaos control.
Shadow exclaimed, and we appeared in our living room.
Shadow's point of view.
When we appeared at our living room, we saw everyone was there, and Arco was on the floor, and she looked like she was trying to walk.
Hey guys, meet Sally's going to Queen of Halloween Town. Also, Annika, are you trying to walk?
Sonic said as me and him and Silver went to sit close to Annika.
Hi Sally, I'm Tom, this is my wife Maddie and her daughter Hanukkah.
And I'm their godmother, Longclaw.
Hi, it's nice to meet you all, and thanks for letting us stay here.
No problem, ladies.
Then I turned back to Annika. I felt my tail wag as Annika walked over to me. Oh my gosh, your first steps. Way to go, little sis. I said as I picked her up in excitement. I could hear everyone cheer along with me. Annika giggled happily as our joy seemed to be contagious.
Well, Sonic and Shadow, help Maddie get the sleepover beds ready for Sally and Midnight.
Sure thing. Midnight, you can stay with me, I offered as me and Sonic followed Mom to the storage room where we kept the sleepover beds.
And Sally can sleep in my room.
Thanks, guys. That will be awesome.
Midnight said excitedly as they followed us to where they'd be sleeping.